Post-Halloween, everybody. Coach Chris here. I'm fighting off whatever virus is going around at the moment, but don't worry, I can't infect you through this video. So the purpose of this video is to talk about balance, okay? I work with a lot of clients that are over the age of 50, and balance is a topic that comes up a lot. Everybody acknowledges they need balance, but nobody really seems to know what it is. I think the impression is that balance is the ability to stand on one leg, okay? And while that is true, what I tend to see a lot is I'll have somebody do this, and they'll be wobbling all over the place, so the foot will be here and then there, and it's kind of like you're on like the ocean or something. There's no stability on the ground. So for our definition, balance is the ability to exist within a base of support and be stable. All right, and you notice that as I'm standing here on the ground, my feet are not wobbling all over the place, okay? But if I take like let's say a 95-year-old man, even standing in this place, they're going to be wobbling all over the place because they've lost the ability to control base of support. So what base of support for us begins at our feet, okay? And so this is really the most important thing. When we talk about balancing, we want to get the mechanics part down first. So I'm going to kind of show you this now. And when we talk about mechanics, typically we want to think about what I call a foot tripod. So our tripod consists of three things, right? We have our big toe, which we call our medial arch, okay, which is the inside of my foot. We have our small toe, which is called the transverse arch, which is the outside. Our last toe here is the kind of the outer portion of our arch here. And then we have our heel. When I'm able to contact with the ground with all of these things, kind of shift weight between them, I can feel my foot, but more importantly, my foot has structural integrity. Okay, so when I'm doing any kind of a balance drill, the question becomes, okay, I'm here, I'm finding these spots, I'm finding the weight between all of these three things. Now, if I lift my foot off the ground, can I maintain these? Or do I just go all over the place where my foot starts to come off the ground? And when this starts to happen, I lose structural integrity, okay? I can't really control myself any longer, therefore I've lost the purpose of the exercise. So in this video, my goal is to give you guys a couple progressions or a couple things that you can do to start to train balance in a practical way. All right, so kind of coming back up here, the first thing that we want to do is find our feet, okay? So as I was saying, I'm going to push my small toe to the ground, all right? I'm going to push my big toe to the ground. Really helps me to feel my inner foot. I'm going to shift my weight back so I feel my heel as well. Okay, now from this position, okay, I'm kind of feeling my weight in both of my feet. Now I'm just going to shift to one side as much as I can, feel more weight in my left side, less weight in my right side. Shift to the other side, feel more weight in my right side, left weight in my left side. Okay, and just kind of work on this weight shifting idea without the foot coming off the ground. This is kind of thing one. Can I control my feet dynamically? Okay. Now from here, okay, I can start to shift my weight back. Again, keeping my toes in the ground. Shift my weight forward, keeping my toes in the ground. All right. The question is, you'll have a little bit more weight on the front part of your feet in this position, but my heel should still be in contact with the ground, or I fall. By the same token, when I shift back again, I can lift my toes off the ground, but they're still in contact. So really here, this is balance training because I'm challenging the outer bases of my support. I'm coming as far forward as I can. Again, I'm about to fall over, but I'm challenging myself by keeping my heels down. I'm coming as far to the side as I can while keeping this foot on the ground, vice versa to this other side. So we should, and this itself as an exercise, I'm just kind of like working like a clock. I'm coming as far forward as I can, coming as far back as I can. And I'm just working on controlling this, okay, while maintaining my tripods. All right, so the next step in this would be to come into a tandem stance and do the same thing. What I like to do is I'll put these next to me, okay, to kind of give me a little bit of support. But now you can see like my back foot is off the ground here, but I'm in the same basic position. Okay, my knee is maybe slightly bent, but again, I can keep it straight as well. I'm just going to repeat the same general motion. I'm just going to the inside of my foot. Okay, again, the outside of my foot, into my heel, and forward. Okay, and I'll just kind of do it like a clock here. I just come around, I come back, I come around the opposite direction here, and I come forward again. It's really tough, and I mean, when I'm doing this right, I mean, my foot feels like it's on fire because we're working all of the stabilizer muscles. There are 33 bones in the foot, you know, and we're kind of mobilizing all of them because we're moving throughout our base of support. You can kind of see, again, I'm a little bit less stable on this right side. So I know I need to work a little bit more on this. I can start with my foot out a little bit more to the side and come in to make it a little bit more unstable. And then eventually, okay, once I could do that, then, only then, am I going to come onto one foot. Okay, and again, in this position, I want to stay as stable as I possibly can. And this is challenging. Like even here, you know, I'm wobbling to some degree. I've built some more stability because I've kind of warmed myself up to this point. But again, holding here is challenging. So once I can do this again, then I'm just going to start to go around the clock. Again, challenging my base of support, trying to keep my foot in the ground and working on control. Just going in the opposite direction. And again, this is a long-term process. We can also do things like kind of extend ourselves and do the same thing, just kind of like reach with the foot, reach to the side. You know, really we could do whatever we want, but the key here is that throughout all of this, I'm maintaining this foot tripod, and I'm gonna give you a different view of this, kind of just to wrap this thing up here. So as I'm moving around in this position, you can see that my foot stays in contact with the ground the entire time. Okay, I'm not losing it. And this would be the prerequisite for progression with generalized single leg balance exercises, that I can maintain this integrity of big toe, small toe, and heel. So hopefully this gives you a good idea of some of the balance exercises that we use here at the gym, as well as things that you can do practically on your own. Give a few a try. Feel free to post questions below. And again, if anybody has any sore throat remedies that they would like to share with me, I'd appreciate that as well. Enjoy your day.